Hi guys, my name is Fatma Difalla. I am a biology major at University of Houston downtown, and I'm gonna be talking about the lysosomes and ribosomes and how both of them function in the cell. So before we start, let's see we have here animal cell and we have here plant cell, and we know the difference between them, right? Right, right. Now, lysosome and ribosomes, let's see how they look like and if they found in both plant cell and animal cell. So lysosome, let's start. Can you see lysosomes here? This is the lysosomes. Looks like a ball, a circle, and it found in animal cell. Also, it found in plant cell. As we see here, this is a ball, looks like a circle, found in plant cell. Both of them, if we zoom in, this is how it looks like. It looks like this with different structure, and these structures all involved in digestive food in the cell, and they break down any substance in the cell. So they are ball in anything came in, like pathogen, bacteria, they just get in and boom, 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 break a super small substance, super small, so they get rid of it in the cell. This is the lysosome. If you look at the ribosomes, on the other side, we find them in animal cell, also in plant cell, and they look like a small dots, super small dots. But this is how they look in the cell because far away. But if you project in, we're gonna see them. This is how they look like. They look like two subunits. They are made of one big, one small, and the protein synthesize. So this is how it's function in our cell. And we know the protein synthesize in our body is really important because protein is involved in everything, right? Yeah. So this is their function, just protein synthesis. So let's recap. Lysosome ribosomes are found in plant and animal cell. They look similar, but they're not similar as a function. For lysosomes, they break down substance. For ribosomes, they are responsible for protein synthesis. We got it? Good? Perfect. Thank you guys, and if you have any question, let me know. Thank you and bye-bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela Castro and today we will be learning about the cell's nucleus. So now where is the nucleus located? It is inside both animal and plant cells, and you can already guess which one it is from these two pictures. It is the one that looks like a round purple ball. It is composed of a nuclear envelope, a nucleoplasm, a nucleolus, and nuclear pores. The easiest way to remember all of these is by remembering the four ends. We will go a little deeper into each of their functions in just a little bit. Its general functions are carrying genetic information, controlling what happens inside the cell, making proteins, and helping in cell division. As mentioned before, the four ends have a specific function. The nucleolus makes ribosomal RNA. The nucleoplasm stores the DNA. The nuclear envelope, which is the thin white line you can see right there, keeps the genetic material within the nucleus. And the nuclear pores, which are the dark small dots, allow small molecules and ions to go in and out of the cells. And lastly, for some fun facts. This was the first organelle found by scientists, which makes sense because it is the first thing you see when you look under a microscope. We each contain 6 feet of DNA in our nucleus. That is very long considering I am not even 5 feet myself. And lastly, it makes up 10% of the cell's volume. This is a lot considering that there are a lot of organelles inside one cell. So I really hope you all learned a little bit more about the cell's nucleus today. Bye everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Richmond Itimuse, and in this video we're going to be looking at one of the most important structure of the cell, which is the cell wall. Now we know that the cell wall is the outer layer of the cell, which is responsible for not only providing the structure of the plant, but also support and protection for the cell. Now if we look at the image on our screen, we see that the cell wall is just right here, the outer layer of the cell, and then we also have other organelles of the cell, which are mitochondrium, lysosome, nucleus, ribosome, and also the vacuole. Now, first things first, we need to understand that not all cells have cell wall. Only plant cell, fungi cell, and bacteria cell do have a cell wall. Animal cells do not have a cell wall. Now, the question is, why do animal cells not have a cell wall and plant cells do have a cell wall? Now, imagine a scenario where there is, a lot of rainfall, you have thunders here and there, and the environment is very, very unfavorable. Animals can move around to find shelter since they're movable, but plants cannot move around since they're immovable. So plants require a cell wall to protect them from that harsh weather, whereas animals can move around to find shelter. So they do not necessarily need a cell wall. A cell membrane is just more than enough to keep them safe from the harsh weather. A cell wall is located on the outer layer of the cell, as we talked about on the previous slide. A cell wall is found at the outer layer just outside of the cell membrane. The function of the cell wall includes that they provide structure and they maintain the shape of the cell. They provide support, which also helps to control the direction of the cell growth. And also they provide protection against pathogens and harsh weather conditions. Thank you for watching, and I still remain your host, Richmond Itumose.
So hello everyone, my name is Anika Khan and my partner,
Taylor Nguyen. We're going to be doing a presentation on the cell membrane today.
So you might be wondering, what is the cell membrane and what is it made of? So on the above picture, we can see that the cell membrane is the red and blue region, and it's surrounding and enclosing the cell to protect everything that's on the inside. Now, paying attention to the picture on the bottom, we can see that the cell membrane is made up of 2 layers, so it's a bilayer. And more importantly, we have all these little things in there that are proteins and sugar, and they're going to be really important for the function, as my partner Taylor is going to demonstrate in the next slide. Also, another important thing to note is that the plasma membrane is made up of water-loving and water-hating regions, and that's going to be really important for the function. So in biology, the function always fits the structure.
So what is the function of the cell membrane? The cell membrane, first and foremost, encloses the cell, as you can see in this photo. It creates a different environment in the inside of the cell as opposed to the outside of the cell. A big thing that the cell membrane is focused on is regulating what goes into the cell and what goes out of the cell. The term that we want to pay attention to here is that the cell membrane is selectively permeable, meaning it selects what can go in and what can go out. Another function of the cell membrane is that it communicates with other cells, right? And this is done via the sugars and other components on the cell membrane surface.
So now you might be wondering, what's the difference between the plant and animal cells? So on the right, we can see a picture of an animal cell, and we can see the cell wall surrounding it, and that's the only thing that surrounds it.
So just the cell membrane on this one, and then on the plant cell right here, you can see this yellow region, which is the plant cell membrane, and then this green that you see here is going to be the cell wall. And animal cells do not have a cell wall.
Hello guys, so my name is Hadika Malik, and today I'll be talking about chloroplasts in plants. Chloroplasts are plant cell organelles that convert light energy into stable chemical energy through the process which is known as photosynthesis. They are found only in plant cells, and chloroplasts contain a green pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis, the process by which plants make food. So that is all the basic information about the chloroplast. We have outer membrane. This part is outer membrane. We have granum, lumen, stroma, thylakoids, and inner membrane. So this is the structure of the chloroplast. Thank you.
Hello, in this video I will be talking about the mitochondria, where it is located in the cells, its different functions, and its structure. Mitochondria are found in all eukaryotic cells. There are usually multiple mitochondria found in one single cell in the cytoplasm with other organelles. Mitochondria can be found in both animal and plant cells. Mitochondria have been called the power of the cell. They play a role in converting food energy into energy for biological processes. They also are an important role in activities that enable cells to function and maintain a healthy diet. Mitochondria are involved in breaking down sugars and fats into energy through aerobic respiration. This metabolic process creates ATP. It also breaks down larger molecules into smaller to generate energy in the presence of oxygen. Mitochondria have four main compartments: the outer membrane, which is permeable to certain ions and smaller molecules; the intermembrane space, which has a composition similar to the cytosol; the inner membrane, in which are found the respiratory chain proteins. It is also folded into multiple crystals, allowing for a larger surface area. And for last, the matrix of the mitochondria, where most of the metabolic reactions take place. The mitochondrial DNA is found within DNA protein complexes called nucleus, which are found in the matrix.
Hi, I'm Vacuole. My main job is for storage. To make it easier, you can think of me as a storage unit, a storage shed, a storage container, a closet, and even a pantry. These are all for storage, and that's basically what I am. I am found both in plant and animal cells, and here I have circled where I'm located in. To dive deeper in, my function in a plant cell is that I am one large central vacuole, and I store water that helps the plant maintain rigid. And in an animal cell, I tend to be a lot of vacuoles, and they're smaller, and I focus in storing nutrients, water, or waste. I like to think of me as being a pretty cool organelle, and I hope you think so too. Till next time, thank you.
I'm cytoplasm. I'm the space inside of a cell and have many organelles living inside of me. Think of me like the space inside a balloon. Most of me is made up of my liquid friend, cytosol. Hey, cytosol.
Hey, I'm Cytosol. You can find me in my friend cytoplasm. Think of me as the water inside of this balloon. I fill the cytoplasm and act like a cushion for other organelles. I make them very comfortable. I store nutrients for them and also help them dispose of their waste.